live.
All right.
We're live. Okay, this is the first time I try to do this with my phone. And so we are learning as we go. The second thumbnail was better than the first. You don't even want to see what the first one looked like. Plus, to be honest, we've had a few drinks.
Go dogs.
Yes. So we are here, and as you can see behind us, we're warming up by watching Florida kick some Texas A&M's butt. But we're getting ready to watch the Georgia-Tennessee game, which is going to be a very close one. And we're going to have to try to find somewhere we can sit because my arm will only last so long at this angle. But in case you don't know, this is my main man, Stormy. This is my sister. I came to Stormy's house today so that I could watch the game. And we've already eaten our goodies. So we have a little bit of a family tradition. Whenever we watch the game, we always make what we call
dip, baby, dip.
That's right. It's dip, baby, dip. We've been calling it that since high school when that song was actually a thing. And it's just the Rotel and the Velveeta and the ground beef, and you eat it with the chips, but we just call it dip, baby, dip. So that's what we eat. And I made a cake. It was pretty good.
It's delicious.
And it looks like, hello, LaDonna is on, and it looks like, I got to look at my glasses down, Edie Smith. Enjoy the game, ladies.
Yeah.
All right. That's a new name I don't recognize. So most of the time I see the people who are on the chat, I can recognize the names, and sometimes we got some newbies here. So this might not be our normal long video for this time, but I think we need to have, where can we set up where we can put this phone that might sit somewhere? Hold on. We asked Mom if my mom's here. Our mom is here. We asked her if she wanted to do a cameo.
Let's make her do a cameo.
She said,
No video.
She said,
Close the door. Open that damn door.
she said, close the damn door. She said something a little worse earlier before when we said you're going to be on video, and she said,
What about,
she said the F
can we
word.
use this as a,
Yeah, we're going to try to put a, then we might have to squat. We're trying to set up.
perfect.
Hey. Whoops. Okay,
There we go.
Hold on. Is it going to stay?
Yep.
We got our Georgia gear. All right, go dogs. Sick 'em.
Yep.
Woof, woof, woof. Okay, so since we are standing here awkwardly in the middle of the living room floor, we don't really have like a big script or anything. We just wanted to do our live to say hello. And for those of you who hear about my sister all the time, now you can put a face to the name. I think we've done one other video before.
Maybe one.
Or two other videos before. So today, I guess we're going to talk about the importance of having family support and to keep traditions going when you are, after you've lost a loved one and when you're in grief. So we kind of have clung to those traditions that we've had ever since we were growing up, and they are more important to me now than they were when I was married. Because when you get married, you kind of make your own family traditions. Family traditions. So now that I am no longer married to Dewey, those family traditions that we have, it's kind of like a mix. Some traditions you hold on to, others you decide you don't want to do anymore because you want to make new memories. And then it kind of seems like we have sort of clung back to those memories that we had when we were kids. So when we get together, we annoy everybody who's around us because let's get chairs. Because we have inside jokes that nobody else gets. We have
Movie quotes.
Yes, we quote movies, and then we change the quotes to make them, applicable to whatever we're talking about at the time. And then we just laugh, and then people roll their eyes, and then we annoy everybody. Are we sideways on the screen? I don't know if anybody can see. We're straight here, but are we sideways on the screen? See if anybody posts. I've seen a couple posts. Here's the other problem. I wonder if I can make it to where I can see the chat. Hold on. I can't. I'm trying to make it to where I can pull the chat. When I'm on my computer, this looks like a chat box. Live chat.
There we go.
There we go. Now I can't see it though because I'm old. And Oh no, a Vols fan.
Oh.
Get off, log off.
Yep.
Log off.
Go
You know what?
Dogs.
Unless you just want to stay here for the beating that you're about to receive, that would be fine too. All right. So yeah, we have these annoying quotes that we always talk about, and all of our inside jokes, and they're basically all based on from when we were kids. And so it seems like Stormy is a single mom, and so although she's not widowed, she has suffered loss in a similar type of a way because her ex-husband is a completely absent dad. As a matter of fact, he's not just absent, but when he even does enter the children's lives, he's abusive. So you know what? She's doing everything by herself with no help from others. And, it's hard to raise kids these days, especially teenagers. And so she goes through some of the same kind of struggles as far as what she has to deal with by herself without having that same kind of support. Not even a co-parent. She doesn't even have a co-parent to help her. And so we both kind of are in that situation where we've fallen back to our, our traditions from when we were kids and our jokes and our memories. And then mom comes over and we laugh about things, and we joke about our dad, who was also
Abusive and narcissistic.
okay. Thanks
Absent
for that.
dad.
Absent
Oklahoma
father, absent mom, Oklahoma mother, absent father.
Yeah.
How does that go? Some kind of quote from a movie. But so anyway, it almost feels like sometimes that we're all that we have. Even the rest of our family they've kind of ostracized us because of, I don't know why. Have we figured that one out?
I think it's because we're the most. I think we've done the best of all of the grandchildren. I think the other parents are kind of jealous of us, jealous of our success because their children are not as successful as we are. And so it's better to bash us than it is to support us.
Right. It's jealousy.
Jealousy.
So instead of being proud, oh, guess what I did? Look what I did. Oh, well, anybody can do that. Any moron can do that. That's our dad's saying. So yeah, it is kind of easy to bash. My phone just chimed and you were here. Been running the vacuum, Janet. We're so glad that we could save you from vacuuming today, Janet, because this has got to be better than vacuuming. I don't know how much better, right? But we were just joking about vacuuming earlier today. Yeah, because that's how my mom used to try to wake our dad up and us on Saturdays by vacuuming into the doors and the floors and the baseboards. So I think we're gonna have to sneak a cameo of mom without her looking. She might beat us up.
Yeah.
But I don't know why she's so camera shy. But yeah, we were joking about how when we were saying, hey, mom's gonna be on a cameo, and Stormy's like, no, I don't know about that. I was like, well, she's going to, whether she likes it or not. And that reminded me of the story when we were kids where we decided we wanted to be able to make blizzards. Mm-hmm. You want to tell the story?
Well, we wanted to make blizzards, and we thought if we just bought our mom a blender for Christmas, then we could make blizzards whenever we wanted to. And so we said, Mom, we're going to get you a blender for Christmas. And she's like, I don't want a blender. We're like, it doesn't matter. We're going to get you a blender. So she got a blender for Christmas, and I think we made maybe 2 blizzards, one for me, one for her, and that was it. And so we told her she was going to be in a cameo, whether she wanted to or not. Yeah. And she said, or not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just like the blender, she's going to be on camera.
Whether she
like,
wants to or
even
not.
if it's just we have to sneak it out the window. She's outside with the dog right now. But, yeah, she's kind of camera shy. I don't know why. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how much to elaborate really on that. I just know that, as you know, we all grieve differently. And so a lot of us we try to decide when we lose our spouse, do we need to hang on to all the traditions that we had with our spouse and keep them going, like for the sake of the kids? Do we need to drop all the traditions so that we don't bring up more sad memories and things like that? Or do we do a combination of both? So great to see you together. Reminds me of my sister and me. Unfortunately, she is, and it's faded out. I can't read the rest. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Unfortunately, she is. I did not catch the rest of it. And at my old eyes. I have to get way up on the screen in order to be able to read. I'm on my little iPhone right now. I don't even know if they can hear us. Let's see it.
we
Get a
closer?
little closer. All right. Plus we got whatever going on in the background there.
We'll just cut
But
it out.
yeah, so yeah, if you now this will replay, so this is live, but it will replay when it's all done. And so, what do you all do for your family traditions and things? How have you dealt with family traditions after you lost your spouse? Holding on to those traditions, letting go of those traditions. Doing like a combination. Have you resorted back to maybe pulling some old traditions that you had dropped from your childhood or from younger days when you got married, and then maybe brought them back? And again, we all grieve differently, and so no matter what kind of grieving that you do, remember that it's okay. As long as you're not hurting yourself and you're not hurting others, then whatever you decide to do that's best for you is okay. Hey, my sister's new dog just came in, Sissy. And hey, Mom, come on over and give us a hug.
Oh no, I'll do this.
She's given us a
Peace sign.
I think whatever
Peace.
traditions you pick, it should be ones that make you happy, ones that make you laugh, ones that make you feel better. If you have traditions that, you did just because that's what we always did, but they're not really helpful traditions, or they're not really healthy traditions, you need to just pick the ones that make you happy. And whether or not they're good or right, you do what's good for you. Do what's good or what's right for your family. Even if it's not the best thing for everybody else, whatever's best for you is what's important.
That's right. Because at this point, we're just all trying to get through, right? And just like, I don't know if it's Eddie or if it's Edie. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. But the Vols fan that came up here said, not looking forward to the holidays this year, just going through the motions. And I think that does happen, especially during that first year. Because first of all, we don't even know what we're doing at that time. We don't know like how we're supposed to act, how we're supposed to be, what we're supposed to do. And so I do think a lot of times, especially that first year, because that first year, every single holiday, single milestone is the first one. And so we're trying to learn as we go and figure out how do we get through this, and that's really what we're doing a lot of times, is just getting through it. We're not feeling like celebrating anything, because what's to celebrate, because we're by ourselves, and we're trying to get through it with our kids. And so that first year especially, I think a lot of times it is going through the motions. Sometimes those traditions could help, because if you don't know what to do and you're unsure of how to go through the holidays and you feel like you're going through the motions, and that those traditions are the motions that you go through. Like, well, I'm not really sure what to do, but I know we always put up a tree, so let's put up the tree. I'm not really sure how we need to do this, but I know we always invite so-and-so over, and we always eat this special whatever for Thanksgiving, and so we're just going to do that. And so you can kind of find comfort in those traditions, because it's one less thing you have to decide. If you're not really sure what to do, just do what you've always done until you're able to think more clearly, and then keep what traditions make you happier, make you feel better, and help you get through it. And like Stormy said, if it's something that doesn't really bring you happiness and you're just doing it just because, after a while, you don't have to do it just because. You can do whatever you want. You can make all new traditions if you want to. Hey guys, love your channel. It really helps me. Thank you so much. Cassia Casano, that's a new name. I have not seen that person. Hello, thank you so much for joining. And we have a lot of new folks today. I don't know how maybe the surprise. I don't know how it all works. I'm still learning as I go.
We're bucking tradition. We're just jumping in on live, and we're not doing what we traditionally do. We're trying something new. So maybe that's what you should try this holiday, is try something new. If things aren't working, do something new.
That's right. That's true too. And all we can do is learn as we go. We're trying to figure it out as we go. And so if you're not sure, Mom always says, if you're not sure what to do nothing. So if you don't know what to do nothing. Don't do something just because, to say you did something, because then you never know if it's going to make you, if it's going to get better or not. And so just do nothing and wait and think and try to figure it out. And so I've gone back to that advice, a lot of times. If you don't know what to do, just do nothing. In other words, wait, think about it, figure it out. My family made new traditions. Okay, all right. He goes, okay. And I am in the middle of moving from my house. Oh, moving is tough.
We're moving next week.
Yeah, Stormy is getting ready to move too. Yeah, pretty soon. She's building a new house. She's going to have to make some new traditions in her new house. Yep. And we're gonna do the blended
To
family
the
thing
blended.
again.
Mom's moving in next week.
Like, damn.
Remember we did, this was a different channel. We had a different channel a couple years ago that we were trying to make. And we did a video about how I had just gotten married. We had only been married for a few months, and then the pandemic hit. And my stepson lost his job. And so he did not have a place to go. And he had to move in with him and his wife and their 4 children, ages like 8 down to 3 months. And so suddenly my house was full of, how many was it?
I don't know. How many kids are in the house? I don't
know.
know.
It was like me and 3 and him and 6. So that's 11. We had 11 people in our house, like 3 months after we got married, 3-4 months after we got married. So talk about traditions. Wow. Yeah, we didn't have any traditions at that time, had not made any new traditions at that time, and didn't want to make new traditions at that time. So luckily that's not the case anymore. So it's just me and him and the 2 kids left at home. And so, yeah, we're just making traditions as we go. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about Thanksgiving and the traditions, and I had texted her and said, hey, I know y'all usually don't cook. They usually just go to the restaurant, let someone cook for them. And I asked them about that, and she was like, actually,
My son's girlfriend's cooking a turkey this month, or this Thanksgiving, so we're going to try something new. I don't know if it's going to be dry. I don't know if it's going to be good. I just know I like to cook it.
that's right. So she's making a new tradition for her, because she's having a new quasi member of the family that might become a member of the family for real one day. You never know. She hopes so. She really likes her. And actually, well, you guys know that my daughter is getting ready to get married. So Braylon's getting married next weekend, a week from today. Oh my gosh. And so I texted her the other day and I said, hey, since y'all are about to get married, and this Thanksgiving will be the first Thanksgiving of y'all as a couple, as a married couple, I said, that means y'all are hosting Thanksgiving, right? So what time should we be at your house? And she was like, is that a real thing? And I was like, no, I'm just kidding. And she was like, oh, thank God. She said I was about to have a heart attack. Hey, Leo, my husband passed away 4 days ago.
Oh.
Been following you since you started out here. Cannot thank you enough for preparing me. Oh, I am so sorry. That's really fresh loss. And right now, bathroom break. So right now, you're looking at a very, very fresh holiday that's coming up. And to be honest, a year from now, when you do this holiday again, you probably won't even remember this one, to be honest. So a lot of stuff that happened in that first few months when I became widowed, I don't remember. I do remember the first Christmas after Dewey died, because I went way overboard and spent all this money on the kids trying to, like, you know, help them feel better. And so I thought I could just buy their happiness. I mean, really, I know you can't, but I didn't know what else to do. And so I just bought them all this stuff. And we all know that's not the way to cover up your grief, but that's one thing I remember about that first holiday. I don't remember the first Thanksgiving after he died. He died in June, and I don't remember the first Thanksgiving. I'm sure if I thought about it, but you know, at this point you're in survival mode and you're just trying to do the best that you can. You know, we'll probably go through robot, like, you know, just act like a robot, like you said, going through the motions. And sometimes that's all we can do to survive. So anyway, I just wanted to do, this is going to be probably the shortest video I've ever done, because I usually chat for an hour, but we're going to get ready to watch the game. That is definitely a tradition that we don't miss. Now, if we don't get together to watch the game, we text each other the whole time and be like, can you believe that crap? We don't say crap, but that's bull crap. We don't say bull crap, but and sometimes her TV will be like mine will be on a lag or a delay, and hers will come up and she's like, oh my gosh, did you see that? And I'm like, stop talking. I haven't seen anything yet. Just stop. No spoilers. And she's like, okay, sorry. And I can't tell if it's something good or bad. But we always, even if we're not together in person, we're always connecting, you know, during the game, because as you may or may not know, both of us graduated from Georgia and
Go Dogs.
Became teachers. And so I guess that's our family tradition right there. I don't know if our kids will follow that tradition. I doubt it.
I know.
But anyway, we tried. We're still trying. Mama, I'm trying. Daddy, I'm trying. We'll see. But yeah, so we're making this, we're just keeping this tradition going. When we're not in the same place watching the game, she's making her dip baby dip. I'm making my dip baby dip. We just take pictures and then send it to each other, and we kind of like just watch together on the phone. And I don't think we miss a game a day that we can help. And not unless it's just not even what?
Not even church.
Church camp.
Not even a church camp. Yeah, at church camp we had to excuse ourselves at church camp to watch the game. So that was, it was a tradition, right? We could not break tradition. So we were at women's camp, and I don't remember were they actually like doing a sermon?
I think they were doing a testimony. We missed the testimony because we were watching a game on YouTube.
I'm sure it was not a testimony.
Yes,
I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it was just a. Yeah, I'm sure it was just like a talk. It's probably some music.
I think we were watching the Georgia-Tennessee game last year.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Was it last year?
It was last year.
We went to women's camp for church, and we were in this. We switched rooms without asking, and so we were with these other two women, and I don't think anybody got any sleep except me because I snore so loud and I kept everybody up. But we kept that tradition. We were watching it. We were like going through the line at the meal. We're like, oh my gosh, watching the game. But we kept the tradition going. Very important. All right, guys. So I think that's gonna wrap it up because we got to get ready, finish getting ready for the game, and then I got to wrap it up and I got to head on home. JP is at the house with 4 of his grandsons, and that's why I'm here, because he's there. If y'all have done my live chats before, 2 of those grandsons have found me on these live chats and come in and been like, hey, Grammy, how's Pawpaw? I'm like, well, how did you find me? And what are you doing? And so 2 of those guys are there, and then the other 2 brothers. So he's got his hands full with the grandboys, and I'm here watching the game, eating barbecue, dip baby dip, and having a few beers. So that's our tradition, and we're going to stick to that one. That's one tradition I could say will never die. And that's all. That's going to be it, guys. And I guess I will see you. I don't know if it's going to be a week or 2, but I never try to go more than 2 weeks. Go Dogs. Never try to go more than 2 weeks. By the time, it can't be next week because my daughter's getting married next weekend. So it'll have to be in 2 weeks. Maybe I'll have some pictures and I will have some stories, and hopefully it'll all be good stories and not like family drama. But y'all know about Momo, okay? If y'all know about Momo, she's getting married in Momo's backyard. So if that tells you anything about what we're in for, just pray for us. And I'll have to update you about all of that next time I see you guys. All right, we'll see you on the Facebook group. When I finally get this posted, I'll put all the links that you need for the Facebook group, for the pivot course. That's all I can think of right now. But anyway, thank you for taking time. We need you. Prayers for the dogs. I know we technically don't need them, but yeah, we kind of do today because Tennessee's going to be tough. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye. Yeah, we're trying to do it, but how do we end it? End. Bye, guys.